The House of Guerlain was founded in 1828 when Pierre-François Pascal Guerlain opened his perfume store at 42 Rue de Rivoli in Paris. As both the founder and the first perfumer of the house, Pierre-François composed and manufactured custom fragrances with the help of his two sons, M and Gabriel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and today we're going to talk about a discontinued gem from Guerlain House called Songe dans Bois d'été, which means dream in a summer wood, which I really love this name. It is such a beautiful, expressive, and nostalgic name for a scent. Songe dans Bois d'été by Guerlain is a woody, spicy fragrance which gives me this nostalgic feeling of summer times in Switzerland, Basel, going hiking in those luscious, green, airy, beautiful woody forests. This fragrance unfortunately has been discontinued and replaced by Bois Mystérieux, which is definitely reformulated, and it is put in the Absolu d'Orient presentation. Unfortunately, this is another beauty that has been misunderstood by many reviewers. A lot of people look at this fragrance as a very smoky and resinous scent, but it definitely is not that. So let's spray this and see what in actuality we get with this beautiful discontinued vintage formula. So this is the vintage bottle, which I prefer this over the new version. Looks gorgeous. This is so aromatic, it's so beautiful, it's so nostalgic smelling. So many memories come back when I smell this. I love this. So glad I have this. What a beautiful fragrance. God. So many memories. Back in Switzerland. That's why I love fragrances. They just take you back, literally. They take you back in time. Wow. All right, so Songe dans Bois d'été opens up with this camphorous, fresh, spicy chord, which quickly turns into a sweet, fresh, but yet warm and spicy balsamic cumin balm. Rich and bold composition, which uses good doses of spices with a base of exotic woods. Cumin is definitely the king of this fragrance, so this one is for cumin lovers. As it opens up more, the fresh spiciness calms down a bit but stays in the shadows in the background. But the fragrance becomes warm, spicy, and very balsamic with sweet, aromatic, spicy body to it, which must be coming from loads of myrrh, accompanied with this bittersweet, leathery, soft, intimate, and earthy base note, which is definitely from saffron. As the fragrance opens up even more, you get big dose of cedar and patchouli that make it very woody, earthy, but yet sweet. What I love about this vintage beauty is that even though it is warm spicy, there are hints of fresh spicy facets dancing right through it, which give this scent a forestry pine-like touch that makes it very aromatic and ritaceous to its name. And of course, how this beauty would be completed without a gorgeous amber cord that wraps itself around its gorgeous balsamic body. As the fragrance starts to settle and dry down, it becomes woodier and the cumin becomes very strong. There is tiny amount of oud, which I doubt there is any oud in here, and if there is any, I wouldn't think it would be real. So I would say there are some exotic wood notes in the scent besides cedar, which they call it oud, which again adds to the woodiness of this fragrance. So again, all you need to know is that this is a balsamic cumin balm type of fragrance, which is warm, spicy, woody, ambery, aromatic, fresh spicy with a good dose of patchouli. Actually, besides all the nostalgic feelings and all the stuff that I get because of the time that I was in Switzerland, Songe dans Bois d'été is a very kinky and it's not just sex appeal type of a scent. It truly and literally is a sweaty love act in a bottle. So if you're a big fan of balsamic, cumin, woody fragrances, this will definitely be your cup of tea. And besides the fact that, as I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned or not, but besides the fact that the bottles they've changed, which a lot of people like the vintage bottles. They prefer the vintage look over the new ones. They've been also reformulated, unfortunately, and it doesn't smell the same. So I don't know why they do that. Maybe because of IFRA regulations, maybe because of some of the ingredients that they cannot find anymore. There's always definitely a reason behind it. But yes, it's just one of those fragrances that if you want to get that specific cumin balsamic smell, you definitely have to get the vintage formula to get that, because I smelled the new one and it doesn't smell anything like this at all. So all right, so let's get to the notes of Songe dans Bois d'été and see what we got. Every place, every website, they say a different kind of a note, and I think it's pretty interesting to go over it, because the first thing they talk about is agarwood. It's oud, which I don't believe there's any in here. I think there's some exotic woods in here, or it's the cumin that they say it's agarwood, because the cumin has, I can totally smell the cumin in here, which is very strong, and they probably say that's oud to make it kind of sound exotic. There's myrrh in here for sure, a big dose of it. There's saffron. You definitely have bay leaf, which I get that on the opening, which is from the spices group, which gives this fragrance this aromatic kind of a camphorous opening, which kind of fades away pretty quick as well. You got that sexy cardamom in here. You have cedar, which makes the fragrance very woody. You got patchouli, which makes the fragrance also woody, but earthy and sweet at the same time. There's also some jasmine, interestingly, in here, which I don't really smell any floral notes, but I think it makes the fragrance kind of airy, and it makes it kind of fresh at the same time. All right, so we get to the fun part of the video, which is the performance and longevity of this fragrance. This one has a moderate longevity on my skin. The cumin lasts actually for a long time. On my skin, the cumin lasts easily for like 8 to 9 hours easily, or even longer. Sometimes I even wake up when I have it on my skin and I can totally smell just the cumin, and it smells so good. Now again, you have to be a cumin lover to love this. But as far as the performance and longevity goes, I would give it a medium to high score. All right, so as far as the projection sillage goes, I would say it's kind of moderate. On the initial spray though, it projects really well. It's a very aromatic fragrance, and the notes, they project really well. But that only lasts for about half an hour, and then it gets very close to your skin. The cumin stays pretty strong and it projects pretty well, but even that stays close to your skin, but it goes for a long time. So as far as the projection sillage goes, I would give it a medium score. All right, so let's get to the compliments of this fragrance. Well, I haven't used a lot of it because I don't want to run out of it. I haven't worn this that much. This was more of like a personal fragrance, because as I told you guys, it's such a nostalgic scent for me. And sometimes I don't own fragrances to get compliments. I own them because they give me such a great feeling. And this is exactly one of those fragrances that does that. I wear this for myself and it takes me back. But I don't recall any situation that I have been in where I got compliments with this. So I cannot really vouch for that department, the compliment factor, but it is a sexy scent. I mean, to me, it smells like a sex in a bottle. Cumin usually has that effect when it comes to fragrances. And I have other fragrances that they have a strong note of cumin in them, and usually I get a lot of compliments with those. So I assume if I wore this more often, I would definitely get a lot of compliments with it. But again, I don't want to give you guys something that hasn't happened. So to me, it's more of a nostalgic scent, but it is a gorgeous, beautiful fragrance. So as far as the compliments goes, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you guys what I think, but I think it would do pretty well as far as the compliment department goes. All right, so let's get to the versatility of this fragrance. Very interesting. Again, versatility is very subjective. Who am I to tell you when and where to wear your fragrances? But to me, this one actually can be a fragrance that you can wear this all year around. The cumin, the saffron, the woody notes, they make it a fragrance where you can wear it in fall and winter time. And the other notes like the bay leaf, the jasmine, and like I told you guys, the fresh, piney facet to the fragrance kind of make the fragrance fresh, spicy, where I think it would allow you to wear this fragrance during summertime. I personally wear this in summertime and I love it. And the cumin actually becomes really strong in summertime. So because of that, I purposely wear it in summertime because it does have that type of effect to it, which some people might not find it sexy. So it all depends. But as far as the versatility goes, as far as me goes, I would definitely give it a high score. All right, so let's get to the uniqueness of this vintage formula. Songe dans Bois d'été is definitely, to me, it's very unique because it's very nostalgic to me. Only certain fragrances, they do that to me, like Bois Marocain does that to me. I love that fragrance. This as well. It has that nostalgic vibe to it and automatically becomes a very unique fragrance to me. So as far as the uniqueness goes, I would definitely give it a very high score. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the end of my video. That's all I have for Songe dans Bois d'été. If you own this fragrance, please let me know in the comment section what's your take on it. And if you don't own it, I don't know what to say. Maybe you can find it on eBay. And if there's any, it would be just very pricey. But just depends what you're looking for. And that's it, you guys. That's all I have. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.